Jess Phillips taught a lesson. Jess Phillips made a massive cock-up in Parliament on Tuesday when she decided, and well, unwisely, to reveal to the public that Labour have no idea where money actually comes from. The arrogant ministers in this government actually believe it comes from the public sector and from government, but watch Matt Vickers take her apart here.
The shadow minister knows what pays for policing and that money comes from the Treasury, and when there is nothing left because, for example, a Home Office that the shadow Home Secretary was part of, for example, didn't put any of the money for many of the schemes that were in that budget, where do they think the money has to come from?
Taxpayers, the people who go out day and night, work hard, cough up for the national insurance rise, those small businesses battered by the rate relief slashing of your government on leisure, hospitality and retail businesses, absolutely horrendous. Those hard-working men and women out there paying their taxes fund these police officers.
Look at the look on that stupid woman's face. She knows she's walked right into it. Pretending that money comes from the Treasury or comes from the government or comes from the public sector. It doesn't. It comes from private businesses, like Matt Vickers said, private businesses that are being strangled, taxpayers that are being strangled, being effectively turned upside down and having their pockets emptied by these socialists who are sending so much of our money, abroad, while giving public sector pay rises over here and completely bankrupting the private sector to the point where businesses are leaving this country at a record pace or just closing down, and millionaires are leaving at a rate of 1 every 45 seconds. That's what this government failed to realise. They do not create growth. If anything, politicians and governments hinder growth. They do not help the private sector in any way, shape or form. One can only assume at this point that Labour are trying to hinder the private sector so badly so that the standards and the productivity in the private sector don't show up the public sector too much, where productivity is actually going down and down all the time, despite the fact that their wages are going up and up.